What's up, guys? This is Joseph here at A Boat House. Let me do it again. All right. What's up, guys? This is Joseph, GM here at A Boat House, standing in front of a brand new 2026 Sweetwater Xperience 2286 SBX Tritoon. It's a mouthful, but there's a lot to this boat. This is what I think is one of the best value boats out there on the market. The Xperience line is a dedicated line from Godfrey to get you one of the best Tritoons in the industry from a manufacturer that's been around longer than anybody else, giving you the best quality with full warranties on a boat that can still fit into a value budget, but it isn't going to feel like a value boat. So right here we've got a beautiful sage green accented with this black graphic in the middle here. They've redesigned these boats over the last few years, going with the smooth walls. We also have the midnight package available on Xperience now that didn't used to be. That's going to give us the black rails, black rub rails, black risers, and they redesigned actually the wall rails recently too, allowing us to do some different things with the graphics. It really results in what I think is a really beautiful boat. If you like it on camera, you're going to love it in person. Back here you'll see we got the ski tow bar off the back and a nice black ladder that's easy to get up and down, and our upgraded motor pod in the back. So this boat's going to be priced with the Suzuki 150. The Suzuki 150 is an incredible motor. It's the same platform they build the 200 off of. So on a 22 boat with the Sport Tune package, you're going to be able to get in a boat with a ton of performance, a 27-inch center tune, full 6-inch lifting strakes on the outside of the center tune and on the inside of the outer tunes. And then that 27-inch Tritoon is actually recessed up. It's going to give you a taller riser connecting to the deck. Most decks are stacked right on top of the tunes. Ours actually has a taller riser system. So when you see this boat on the water, or you're out on this boat in the water, you're going to actually feel and see that you're riding higher than most other pontoons in the market and out on the lake. Let's hop up top and we'll see what's going on the inside of this boat. So we got some nice door stops here that make it really easy to hold that door open when you want to. It kind of is a self-opening door in a way. And then that's going to come into the interior here where we have a really pretty select tan upholstery with some nice contrasting accents. Of course, you're going to have storage under all of these seats. Rotocast storage with self-draining. It's going to keep stuff dry and prevent mildew or mold from building up inside your seats. Same thing over here on the other side. We got 2 speakers down low. We're going to have a 4-speaker stereo system on this boat down here in those Rotocast seat bottoms. See if you can flip that around, see where those are located at. Cool. And then past that, you're going to see your helm is integrated with that seat in a nice way. So a nice Rotocast helm here. Got storage inside the helm as well with a little pocket there. Now over here on the co-captain side, we have a co-captain seat. This is a reclining seat. It's a slide forward and back and a swivel, so it's going to have all the functions. Side access door, have your spot for your front bimini arms to attach to. We'll go over that in a minute. And then you've got your co-captain's cup holders and storage box. And then right in front of that seat, I'll flip around with it, you have a nice big storage area, great for coolers, life jackets, or to put your cover on. All of our boats do come with a standard cover here, and they are a nice upgraded cover that actually snaps into a rail system. If you notice when we were on the outside of the boat, there were no snaps around the boat. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 will be found on a boat when needed at the front or the back, but around the rails of the boat, you're actually going to have a snapless system. Makes it super easy to cover the boat and take the cover off, and also makes the boat look a lot cleaner without having all those snaps going up and down. And then I know everybody, if you've had a boat you've dealt with broken snaps, you don't have to worry about that anymore either. So over here at the helm, we have got your speedometer and tachometer. We've got our fuel gauge, our trim gauge. We've got a Clarion radio powering that 4-speaker stereo system that is Bluetooth. Little cubby hole on both sides, and then you do have a depth finder here. You've got an adjustable helm. This is behind a hydraulic steering C-Star helm. So you do have hydraulic steering on the boat, which is going to make turning and steering that 150 a breeze. Your warning gauge light. And then you're also going to have a button here for your power canopy. So this boat does have a power canopy, as I mentioned. We'll go over all the functions of that, but it's going to make deploying your canopy, putting your canopy up out on the water, much easier than the old school manual canopies that we're all probably used to and have dealt with in the past. Of course, you got your throttle here on the side. You've got a master power switch at the helm, anchor light, nav lights, and everything you're probably used to on a boat going on up here. And I know I mentioned it, I'm just going to show you here, you do have that recline feature on both of these chairs, and then these armrests do go up and down. So right behind here at the back of the boat, we kind of have a mirror image of the front. That is the split bench floor plan. So that split bench floor plan is going to give you the 2 benches up front, 2 benches in the back with a walk-through down the middle. Again, tons of storage under the seat. The split bench is a great floor plan to fit a bunch of people on board, but you can still kick your feet up and relax and have plenty of room for when you're out on the water and you have, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You can all stretch out and lay out in the sun. I think this boat has a max capacity of 13, so as I mentioned, with this seating layout, you can fit a lot of people on here if you want to. You've got a table that's easily removable, so that will just twist out and you can put that away when you don't want it. It's got a cap to fill the hole that leaves once a pull's taken out, but also easy to put on. You got your 2 speakers here at the back of the boat, as we mentioned. And then you're going to have this nice extended deck on the back of the boat back here. So this just gives you really nice room to get on and off the boat. A lot of brands will build their boat where the playpen takes up pretty much the whole platform of the boat, which is great. You got extra seating room. But what you run into is you have no room to actually get on or off your boat from the dock. So we like to have a little extra room back here for that. Also some nice room for the kids to run around and play, jump in the water, have room to come up this ladder. And then we got a nice brand new ski tow bar design here as well. It's nice and tall and nothing obstructing where your motor cowl is going to be when it trims up, so it won't damage that cowl. You don't have to worry about that and hitting the cowl on that ski tow bar when you're out on the water and trimming it up for the season or on the trailer. So here on the electric bimini, I want to go over a few things with this right here. This is what we call the radar position. The radar position is having it at this 45-degree angle in the boot where you can have it while you're out operating on the water. It does have a 45-mile-an-hour speed rating, I believe, and that gets upgraded to 45 when you have the speed arm. So standard, the bimini is just a 25-mile-an-hour bimini. A lot of brands out there will just ship that. We like to go the next step forward and upgrade it with the speed arm, giving you that upgrade to the 45-mile-an-hour speed rating so you can have it up all day while you're out on the water and not having to put it up and down all the time. In this radar position, what you want to do from here, if you're going to trailer it, is you're just going to lower it with that button up there at the helm and put it on these trailering arms. Then you can secure it down. Once you're in that position, if you want to open it up, you'll actually lower it down to those arms, unzip that bimini boot, and just press the button right back up, and you're going to be able to provide shade all the way up to about here on the boat. So it's going to give you good coverage from the helm back. Of course, it depends on sun position. If the sun's back there, it's going to provide the shade coverage on the front of the boat. One thing I love about these biminis is we do offer a front bimini extension add-on. So what that's going to do is there's a pocket inside the front of that bimini. You can store a canvas. It zips right in. The poles go right in. We install the hardware on the rail. And how that works is when you open up that bimini, if you're anchored out or at the dock and want some extra shade, you just unzip that pocket, pull that fabric out, and bam, now you have shade over pretty much the entirety of the boat. It's a really cost-effective add-on as well. If that's something you're interested in, mention it to your salesman when you're talking about this boat. I think that pretty much covers it on the SBX here. Again, this is a Godfrey 2286. It's a 2026 Xperience SBX platform on our SportTune Tritoon package. It's going to be powered with a 150, available here at A Boathouse. We've got this boat and a lot of other inventory hitting the ground here. We have a lot of inventory we maintain all season. If you're interested in this boat or something similar to it, just reach out to our salesman here and he'll be happy to help you.